Once you enter your Volgistics account number, login name, and password, you'll see an initial welcome page like this one. You'll find the Volgistics menu located here, along the left edge of the screen. You use this menu to select Volgistics functions and move around in the system. Let's take a look at each menu item, starting with volunteers. Volunteers are the people who serve in your organization. You can track current volunteers, past volunteers, and people interested in becoming volunteers. When you click the Volunteers link, you'll see this volunteer index page. From here, you can click any letter of the alphabet to look up volunteers by last name, or the All link to see a complete alphabetical listing of volunteers. You can also search for volunteers using these search fields, and filter your results using these Include options. Help Topic 2023, Finding Volunteer Records, shows how to use these features. Click a volunteer's name to open their individual volunteer record. Assignments are the tasks volunteers perform in your organization. Some organizations call these jobs, placements, positions, and opportunities. You can optionally group assignments according to organizational units, which Volgistics calls sites and places. You can group assignments according to agency, program, branch office, department, floor, event, and so on. When you click the Assignments link, you'll see an Assignments index page like this one. Volgistics lists your assignments according to the organizational structure you choose. Click on any assignment name to see the information for that assignment, including the list of volunteers that have the assignment, and the assignment schedule. You can learn more about the assignments page in Help Topic 2099, Tracking Assignments. Coordinators are people who help direct volunteer activities. These can include paid or volunteer personnel who manage or coordinate volunteer activities, usually for individual assignments. Some organizations call these individuals supervisors, chairpersons, team leaders, and captains. You can assign a coordinator to a single assignment or multiple assignments, and assignments can have multiple coordinators. Tracking coordinators is useful if you want to provide them with information about the volunteers they supervise or their schedules. Let coordinators access information about their volunteers online, send automatic alerts when volunteers change their schedules, and for communicating with coordinators by email. When you click the Coordinators link, you'll see a Coordinator Index page like this one. From here, you can click a letter of the alphabet to look up a coordinator by last name, or the All link to see a complete alphabetical listing of all coordinators. Click a coordinator's name to view their information, see a list of the volunteers they supervise, or view their volunteer schedules. To learn more about how to use coordinator records, you can read Help Topic 1111, Coordinators. The Schedule link takes you to the schedule for all assignments on the current day. From here, you can schedule volunteers, change the schedule, and move to different dates. You can also select a calendar view to see the full schedule for an entire month. You can learn more about scheduling in Help Topic 1180, Scheduling Overview. The Tickler works with a Volgistics checklist and awards features. You can use the checklist to track things volunteers must do to become or remain active. For example, orientations, health screenings, background checks, signing confidentiality statements, evaluations, and more. You can also use the tickler to track volunteer awards. Volgistics automatically queues volunteers for awards based on qualifications you specify. Click the tickler link to get lists of volunteers who need to complete any or certain checklist items, or who are eligible for any or certain awards. You can also look for volunteers who have checklist items that will expire soon. You can use the tickler to quickly mark checklist items complete for individual volunteers. You can learn more about the features of the tickler in Help Topics 3022, Tracking Volunteer Recognition, and 2245, Finding the volunteers who need to complete a checklist item. If you track volunteer hours, consider using the VicNet or VicTouch services. These services let you collect volunteer service information electronically online or through on-site touchscreen kiosks, and they often eliminate the need for you to enter service information manually. You can learn more about these optional modules in Help Topics 3020, VicNet, and 3021 VicTouch. If you do enter service information manually, the Post feature provides a quick and efficient way to post service from written timesheets. To post service from timesheets, click the Post link. Choose the kind of volunteers you want to post service for and what information you want to post. The Post feature lists volunteers in the order they appear on written timesheets and eliminates the need to retype repetitive information, such as the date or the assignment. Help Topic 1021, the Post page, explains this feature in more detail. The Tags link provides a variety of useful tools for working with groups of volunteer records you've tagged. You tag individual volunteers by clicking the Tag checkbox on volunteer lists or in the volunteer's record. Once you've tagged certain volunteer records, click the Tags link to do things like change the status of all the tagged volunteers or insert a common date record. You can learn more about tags in Help Topic 2137, Working with Tags. Sets are logical groups of volunteers you define in your database. For example, 2014 student volunteers, ushers scheduled in July, auxiliary volunteers with at least 5 years of service, and so on. Once you define a set, you can load it anytime you want to work with just those volunteers, such as when you print reports or send email. You use the Sets link to set up or modify the rules used to define these kinds of sets. Help Topic 2180 explains more about the Sets feature. The Print link takes you to where you create, modify, and print reports. To print an existing report, click Print. Click the kind of report you want to print, a report name, and then click the Print It button. Volgistics delivers the printed report to your mailbox. Help Topic 2104, Stock Reports, includes examples of the reports built into Volgistics. You can also customize reports to suit your needs. Help Topic 2223 shows how to do this. Click the Mailbox link to view reports you've printed. Send email to volunteers or coordinators. Receive new volunteer applications submitted through your online application forms. or send help inquiries and receive help replies from the Volgistics team. To see a report you've generated, click the Mailbox link, view the Inbox, and then click the report name. Volgistics opens completed reports using Adobe Reader or Microsoft Excel, depending on the format you choose when printing it. From here, you can save, print, or email a report to others. If you use the VicTouch module, volunteers will sign in when they arrive and sign out when they leave. The Who's Here page can show you which volunteers are currently signed in, who has signed in and out already today, and who is scheduled to come in later. Help Topic 2307 explains more about this feature. The Setup link leads to all of the Volgistics customization and administration options for your database. These include creating or managing system operators, customizing field names and drop-down lists, customizing the way you track service information, tailoring schedule features, setting up checklist items and awards, customizing online forms, and more. Click the Help link if you have a question about using Volgistics or your Volgistics account. The Help page includes a search tool you can use to search the Volgistics documentation, a help index and table of contents, sample reports, and a place for you to post questions for the Volgistics team. It's okay to leave Volgistics running on your computer while you're using the system. However, if you're finished for the moment, or you're leaving your computer unattended in an unsecured location, you should close your session by clicking the Exit link. When you click Exit, Volgistics closes your session, preventing others from accessing your database if you're away from the computer. If you leave a Volgistics session running on your computer, but you're not actively using the system, your session will expire automatically after a certain period of inactivity, about 60 minutes. If this happens, you'll receive a message like this one the next time you click a Volgistics link or button. This is nothing to be alarmed about. It's a simple security feature. All you need to do to continue working is click the Exit link, click Login, and then enter your Volgistics credentials again. One final note. When you log into Volgistics, you may not see all of the Volgistics menu items covered in this tour. Your organization's Volgistics administrator controls which of the menu items you can see and use. For example, for management and security reasons, organizations often limit access to setup options. Operators who do not have access to setup will not see the setup item on the menu. This concludes the Basics tour. You can learn more about many of the features introduced here by watching some of the other videos on this disc or on the Video Tutorials page on the Volgistics website.